The Mystery of the Taos Hum, a tale of the unheard sound. Nestled in the heart of New Mexico, there lies a town surrounded by the vast, rugged beauty of the desert, Taos. It's a place where the mountains rise up like silent sentinels, and the wind whispers through the mesas. But beneath the peaceful exterior, something strange has been brewing for decades, something that no one can explain. It started in the early 1990s when residents of this sleepy town began hearing a sound. It wasn't the rustling of leaves or the howl of coyotes in the distance. No, this sound was different, a low, constant hum that seemed to come from nowhere. It was a sound that settled in your bones, vibrating deep inside you. It was so faint that many dismissed it at first, a trick of the mind, they thought. But then, more people began to hear it, and they realized it was not just their imagination. The hum was always there, a constant background noise that never quite went away. Those who could hear it described it as an eerie, almost mechanical noise, like the distant growl of an idling diesel engine, barely perceptible, but unrelenting. It was low enough that it was almost impossible to pinpoint its origin, but loud enough to be noticed by anyone who tuned in closely enough. But here's where it gets even stranger. Not everyone could hear it. While some residents of Taos were driven to distraction by the hum, others went through their days without so much as noticing it. Scientists, intrigued by the reports, came to investigate, setting up equipment to detect any source of the sound. They couldn't find anything. No machinery, no source, nothing that could explain it. As the years passed, the hum remained a mystery, and even though scientists tried to use sophisticated instruments to track it, the phenomenon remained elusive. Some suggested it might be the result of vibrations caused by underground gas deposits or electromagnetic interference from power lines. Others speculated that it was a psychological phenomenon, some kind of mass hysteria, or even a case of auditory pareidolia, where people's brains misinterpret sounds they can't explain. But the hum wasn't just a passing curiosity. People who heard it began to report symptoms that could not be ignored. Sleep disturbances, headaches, dizziness, and even feelings of anxiety and nausea. Some found themselves unable to concentrate or work properly. It was as if the hum was reaching deep inside them, draining their energy, keeping them awake at night, and affecting their health in ways they couldn't explain. As word of the strange phenomenon spread beyond the borders of Taos, it captured the imagination of the public. Some believed it was a natural occurrence, something we would one day understand, but others leaned toward more mysterious possibilities. Could it be a secret government experiment, a military test, or perhaps something more out of the ordinary, an alien signal? Some even entertained the possibility that the hum was the result of interdimensional forces, an otherworldly presence that humans couldn't yet comprehend. Over the decades, the hum became synonymous with Taos. People would travel to the town just to experience the mystery for themselves. They would stand in the streets, near the mountains, or in their homes, trying to tune in to that elusive sound. For many, it became a personal quest, an attempt to uncover the source of something so strange that it could defy reason. But for the people of Taos, the hum was part of their everyday lives, a constant, unnerving presence that they had grown accustomed to. They tried to live with it, even as it gnawed at their nerves. And yet no one could explain it. The hum remained an enigma, a puzzle wrapped in silence and mystery. And so, the people of Taos continue to live with the hum, an unsolved riddle that has haunted them for decades. Some have grown to ignore it, others have learned to live with it, and a few still search for answers. But as of now, the source of the Taos hum remains one of the great, unsolved mysteries, an inexplicable sound that resonates not only in the quiet of the desert, but in the minds of all who hear it. The hum is still there, echoing faintly in the distance, reminding us that sometimes the world around us is full of mysteries that may never be explained. Sounds that can't be heard by everyone, but are felt deeply by those who are attuned to them.